What's up, y'all? This is your boy Eddie Jackson. Welcome back to the Drop That Podcast. This is hip hop talk, okay? And before we get into that, real quick, our sponsor, Laidback TV, giving them a shout out. Over 10,000 channels, movies on demand, every sports channel, all the languages, all the HBOs. You can go on the screen, laidbacktv.com, see how you can download it, your iPhones, Androids, and your Fire Sticks, okay? And give them a shout out on their Instagram on official_. Laidback TV, alright? Now let's get into some fucking hip-hop talk. Whoa! Alright, guys. I might have some rants. Okay, we got new music coming this weekend. But there's some controversy going down. You know what I'm saying? So first things first. Travis Scott did an interview, I believe, with Rolling Stone to speak on the Pusha T fucking beef that went down. Now, if you are not aware of it, Pusha T, on the joint with Clips, for the So Be It record. You died in front of me. You cried in front of me. Calabasas took your bitch and your pride in front of me. Well, apparently, Travis Scott went to Paris while they were recording the Clips album and came there with camera crew, allegedly. Let him played Pharrell, the Utopia album, had the Meltdown record without Drake. Later, they see the Drake record came about on Meltdown, and Drake dissing Pharrell, and Travis Scott never gave a warning. I'm totally siding with Pusha on this. Not enough receipts, not enough details, not enough facts came out of Travis Scott's mouth. He was full of shit. You could tell from the jump. And you could tell on his character. You know what I'm saying? Like, he started this year with being in business with WWE. You know what I'm saying? He did the Cactus Jack merch. He did the Cactus Jack album. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to be in a storyline. Shit went south. Now Travis Scott's record is no longer part of their Monday Night Raw. It's actually Eminem and Juice WRLD's record, Godzilla. So it's kind of pointless. All the bullshit he was talking. What else? What was it? Yeah, it was not enough receipts, and it's showing Travis Scott's character. You know, it's probably why, WWE didn't want to fuck with him. It's probably why Kylie Jenner didn't want to fuck with him. It's just, he's coming off as an asshole now. And the crazy shit is his mentor is Kanye West, and we're going to get into Kanye. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to side with Pusha, you know what I mean? Because when Travis Scott dissed him on the Jack Boys 2 album, shit was trash. Now, Travis Scott put out Jack Boys 2 on the same day Let God Sort 'Em Out Clips album came out. But who's still being talked about right now? Even though Jack Boys 2 came out number 1 on Billboard, and Let God Sort 'Em Out came out number 8, ain't nobody talking about Travis Scott's compilation album. If I'm being honest, Jack Boys 1 10 times better than Jack Boys 2, and Jack Boys 2 got a hell of a lot more records. Bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And Let God Sort 'Em Out is not only fucking nominated for a Grammy for Best Rap Album, it's also Album of the Year. You know what I'm saying? So, Travis Scott, you full of shit. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Alright, moving on. A$AP Rocky drops the album Don't Be Dumb. You know what I'm saying? Which, shout out to A$AP Rocky, number 1 on Billboard. Hell yeah, bro. Motherfucker coming back strong with a number 1 album. He speaks on his beef with Drake. Because Drake, over the years, was talking shit not only about Rocky, but he was throwing jabs at Rihanna. And if you don't know, which you'd be living under a fucking rock if you don't, Rihanna had 3 beautiful kids with A$AP Rocky. Okay? I got nothing to say really about it, because in the end of the day, we have already, right now, the game plan and perfect rollout for Drake's album Iceman is like, if you need content, nigga, you got it. You know what I'm saying? You could be responding to Kendrick, J. Cole, because J. Cole's about to drop his album February 6th, 2026. So 2626. You could respond to Rocky. You know what I mean? Like, Drake had no fucking excuses whatsoever to not have content album. You know what I mean? A perfect album. You know what I mean? You got plenty of time. It's been over 2 years since motherfucking For All the Dogs bullshit came out. And you need a perfect album now. You need the album of albums. Especially if you're naming the shit like Iceman. I ain't even going to get into it. I ain't trying to get canceled bullshit with the whole title Iceman. Because that's some dumb... I ain't going to lie. That's a dumbass title. But I'm hoping the music is going to live up to it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be... I hope a great album from Drake. We need one. We need one from him. It's been like over 6 years since we ain't got one. In my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what Drake's going to come out with. Because, you know, we could basically say A$AP Rocky and J. Cole's going to come out before Drake. But we'll see. You never know. He might do a 180 on everybody. We're going to expect albums from Don Toliver, Octane. Hell yeah. I can't wait for this album. He's working with Mike Dean. I'm a huge fan of motherfucking Don Toliver. You know what I'm saying? This nigga has been, you know, collaborated over the last 5 years with Eminem. You know what I'm saying? He was the lead single on the Sinners movie last year. He was the lead single off the F1 movie last year as well. To have back-to-back movies in 2 months, and you're the lead single for each, and they're blockbusters being talked about in the Golden Globes and the Oscar nominations. Yo, shout out to Don Toliver, man. That nigga's on another fucking level. You know what I'm saying? You always got that one artist who started off as, you know, bottom of the barrel, or a producer who was a protege of a, you know, a big superstar, and then when they got their opportunity, boom, they got their own protege and they blow the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's happened. You know, Drake was Wayne's protege. Who else? I guess you could say to a certain extent, Eminem was 50 Cent was M's protege. Lloyd Banks was 50's protege. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. You can say Nelly, Murphy Lee was Nelly's protege. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of them. But what I mean by that, you know, like Jay-Z. Kanye was kind of like, well, you know, Jay had plenty of proteges. You know, you say Memphis Bleak and Kanye West were his proteges. You know what I'm saying? But Travis Scott was Kanye's protege. You know what I'm saying? Coming up, you know, he was part of the Good Music producer group. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole resume. You know what I'm saying? Like, Travis Scott was helping Good Music with production. When he got that moment, he became a superstar. Like 100%. He became a fucking superstar. What you call it? Not only did he become a superstar, he got his own protege, and that was Don Toliver. So shout out to Don Toliver. I can't wait for the album. This shit's gonna be fire. Let's get into Kanye. So Kanye is going to put out an album called Bully. He put out a single for Bully, put out an EP for Bully. Now he's putting out an album for Bully, and this is supposed to be his Gnarls Barkley album. You need to stop that shit, because you are not Gnarls Barkley. I'm waiting to see what kind of Kanye we're gonna get. Okay, he apologized. Apparently he was apologizing to the black community or whatever. I was like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Because in the end of the day, you know, first of all, who the fuck you apologizing to? Because on Drink Champs, you fucking went at everybody to the point you were losing deals. Okay? So saying black community is like lazy as fuck. Secondly, you ain't coming out of the motherfucking graveyard unless you are selling something. You know what I'm saying? It is not ironic or a coincidence that you are putting together a apology letter that probably you didn't even write. And not only you did not write, you're putting it out on the same week as the Bully album coming out. Shut the fuck up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just shut up. I'm tired of Kanye West, the person. You're talking too much. You're in politics, which is not your fucking lane. That's like a motherfucking, that's like, let me see. That's like a producer trying to be in the motherfucking Olympics. There's no room for you. There's not even a lane for you. Get the fuck out of here, because that red hat shit, now, look at your boy now. Mr. MAGA. Yeah. Alright, now you want to apologize. Shut the fuck up. I want Kanye. I'm not even going to call him Ye. Fuck that Ye shit. Alright, I didn't even like the Ye album. That shit was garbage. Hot garbage. Hot shit garbage, okay? I want Kanye West. My favorite classic 3 albums that are flawless to the fucking extent that came back after one after each other. You know what I mean? And to me, it's a 3-peat from him. You know what I'm saying? Graduation, 808s and Heartbreak, and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Flawless albums, classics. You want to put an honorary mention? Give them Watch the Throne. 100%. I love it. You know what I'm saying? You want to give them two fucking honorary mentions. You can put Watch the Throne, and you can put what is it? Kids See Ghosts. The collaboration between him and Kid Cudi. You could put them both. You could put them both. I'll be down. We can do that. You know what I'm saying? But I want the artist in Kanye. I don't want the person no more. He's talked too much. He's fucking blew up my ear in the last 15 years. Shut the fuck up. Give us the music, all right? You were onto something when you were doing the Vultures 1 and 2 with Ty Dolla $ign. It's about time we get a solo classic Kanye West album. Let's get it. All right, moving on. What we got? Oh, shit, this shit. Oh, my fucking God. So Jim Jones is back on this trolling shit. What the fuck are we talking about, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? He's been at it with 50. He's been at it with Dame. He's been at it with Cam. Now he's in at it with motherfucking Kid Cudi. Bro, apparently Kid Cudi, when he put out the song Day and Night, that's exclusively on his album, Man on the Moon, in the End of Day, okay? Came out in 2009. That was the lead single, was Day and Night. They even had a party remix to it. That's still being played, right? Jim Jones did a remix for it. He's saying without him, nobody would fuck with Kid Cudi. You know, he's the whole reason he got signed. Do you believe it? You know, some people, you know, probably agree with it because they never heard of Kid Cudi. I heard of Kid Cudi. Now, if I'm being honest, the only record I could honestly say from now all the way back to 2006, the only record I ever knew of fucking Jim Jones was We Fly High. Fire record. Fire fucking record. You know what I'm saying? But a couple years later, Day and Night comes out. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I heard the record, I heard it from MySpace. You know what I'm saying? I saw the video. I never heard the fucking remix. Now, kudos to Jim if he got lots of radio play on the remix on Hot 97. Nobody gives a respect on Hot 97 anyway. Power 105 is probably where they do it. But you can't take credit for Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi is a bona fide fucking superstar, my nigga. Bona fide. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people say his Man on the Moon album, Part 1 and Part 2 are cult classics. His debut, Man on the Moon 1, was a cult classic. Me, In the Cud, that came out 2013. His third album. His best effort. His best material. He produced the entire album as well. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was on that motherfucker too. Kendrick Lamar, RZA. You know what I'm saying? I think, believe Elton John was on that motherfucking album too. You know what I'm saying? You know, King Chip. Everybody was on that motherfucking album. So I don't know what the fuck bullshit Jim Jones is talking. He needs to cut the bullshit. Just cut the fucking bullshit. Alright? I had enough of that. That ain't even worth my time. I'm even surprised Kid Cudi responded to that bullshit. You know what I mean? But I'm going to be on the lookout on the Let's Rap About It podcast, you know, with Fabulous, Mano, Davies, and Jim Jones himself, you know what I mean, to rebuttal on this. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? They haven't had no episodes lately in the last few weeks, but I want to see. I want to see what they're going to do. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see the response to this shit. And what you're going to say, you know what I mean? Just in general. Because you ain't responsible for Kid Cudi's career, all right? There's a reason Kanye wanted to sign him, and there's a reason why Kid Cudi was in his own lane on good music. Rather, if you think about fucking Pusha T, motherfucking Mr. Hudson, John Legend, Common, Big Sean, Kid Cudi was an entire element outside of what they were doing. Yeah, he got his black community, but he's got his white community too. His hip-hop, everything, Pursuit of Happiness, records like that were fucking on another level, another trajectory. But you get the point, Jim. Moving on. So I watched the Adam 22 versus Jason Love boxing match that was broadcast by Brand Risk Promotions. I guess Brand Risk is going to have a way for content creators and podcasters to literally be professionally licensed to get in the ring and box each other. Because I watched the entire event of Brand Risk, right? I was, like, I had my pick. I had Jason Love winning, okay? Adam 22 didn't even fight. You know what I mean? Apparently, Whack 100 got him in with some trainers. What was the game plan? You know what I'm saying? Like, if your game plan was to get Jason Love tired, you're not getting Jason Love tired. You're trying to get a porno star tired. Their job is to have cardio, my nigga. So, that's a dumb fucking game plan. Now, if you think you're going to knock out Jason Love, even though you came in at the weigh-ins 10 pounds over, I don't see how you're going to do that. Jason Love is basically all, like, chiseled up. You know what I'm saying? You could probably say he on steroids or some shit. Doesn't matter. Motherfucker's built. You know what I'm saying? Pause. So, Adam 22 just got bum rushed. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I think, it was a good game plan, but I think Jason Love could have took his time. Because if he was going that hard to the paint, pause, in round one, hell, I think he could have had a better knockout if he took his time. He should have took his time. But he KOs Adam 22, the 22ster, in the first round. Yeah, Adam 22 don't need to be fucking challenging anybody to no fades at all. All the people he's challenging, rappers he's challenging, they're gonna fuck you up just like this nigga did. If there's any interest of Adam 22 being back in the ring, let's be honest. Yeah, he did win. You know what I mean? He won in life. He got a beautiful wife in Lana the Plug, so no shade. You know what I mean? You got to go home and with a beautiful woman. But if there's a future bout with Adam 22 facing anybody, I don't give a flying fuck unless it's Sharp from the Sharp Tank. You know what I'm saying? That right there, that's a story on itself. You could promote that shit. Let's go. Aiden Ross, you know what I'm saying? Get your ass on the stream and see what's up with Adam 22 versus Sharp. And I think Sharp will definitely fly from Vegas to go do it. If they're going to do it in Miami also. Let me see. They said apparently that he wants his back fade for Jason Love and have Blueface step in on that. Now, Blueface versus Jason Love is very interesting because, one, I don't think that's anywhere close to the same weight class. That's somebody who's a little bit more faster than Jason Love. And if I'm not mistaken, if I've seen the footage correctly, I think Blueface is a southpaw fighter. If he's not, that's going to be interesting. But if he is, he can actually bring some problems to Jason Love. I think so. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna have the power. Let's keep it a $150. He ain't gonna have the power with Jason Love, but he gonna have the speed. He'll be it'll be an interesting face-off. You'll see the difference in size, in body size. But Blueface did get a little bigger. Being in jail and everything like that. So I don't know. I think you could do it. I think they can meet somewhere in the middle on a catch weight. I think Blueface versus Jason Love, it would be pretty dope. I think it will be pretty dope. I don't know if that should be a main event, but you definitely could actually use it as a main event. I think that'd be interesting. So Blueface versus Jason Love. And they said the whole problems with DJ Academics and Little Baby. I've never seen DJ Academics more pissed off at Lil Baby or even anybody since I personally, he's had his problems with Meek Mill and Rory from Rory and Mal, and I have never he's like deaf to them, this and that, calling him gay, all that shit. He said a lot of shit. I've never seen him more pissed than with Lil Baby, and I think that was a friendship. You know what I mean? A real like. And I kind of like side with academics on the whole how that problem escalated, but that'll be interesting if apparently it's going to be offered academics versus Lil Baby in the ring, same card as Blueface and Jason Love. If that's going to be it, nigga, I'm tuning the fuck in. I'm foaming out the dick for that shit. Pause. You know what I'm saying? That'll be a fire ass broadcast. That'll be a fire ass fucking fight card. I think you could build that shit from the ground up. So Aiden Ross, you know what I'm saying? Whack 100. Let's make this shit happen. I want to see it. Main event, Blueface versus Jason Love. Co-main event, Academics versus Lil Baby. Let's go. All right. Now that's hip hop talk. Y'all go ahead on the comments and let me know how y'all feel about my assessment with Travis Scott's bullshit ass comments with Pusha T. ASAP Rocky's comments against Drake. My comments about Kanye West and his bullshit apology, but with a possibly fire album coming, maybe. Jim Jones's comments about Kid Cudi and his career, and my assessment on the whole Blueface, Jason Love, Academics, and Lil Baby shit, alright? This is the Drop That Podcast. I'm your boy, Eddie Jax. Hit that sub button. Get the hype up. Leave the comments. Let's up. Let's go. I want to hear what the fuck y'all niggas want to say. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to go back and forth about what could transpire later down in the future, alright? Y'all be easy. Peace.